When reading Chuck Gallagher's Second Chances, this book really hit home for me, and I'll tell you why. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me, Chad Ledford. At the age of 16, I was drinking, drugging with marijuana, cocaine, liquid acid, ecstasy, a couple other drugs also. But I did manage to graduate high school. I did not go to college though. What I did do is I worked in the hotel industry, and I grew myself up through the ranks of that industry. But in the meantime, I continued drinking heavily. Sometimes 5 days a week, sometimes 4, sometimes all 7. But I did drink quite a bit. Hungover and everything. At the age of 26, I received my first DUI. I didn't think anything of it, just paid some fines, paid some lawyers, and here we go. Work never knew about it. A short 40 days later, however, I did receive my second DUI. At that point in time, I hit a lady on the interstate. She was in the hospital for a week, and I still didn't know what happened when I woke up in jail. I still paid some lawyers here and there. I did spend 30 days in jail, but however, I was out. Even talked to some psychologists when I was in there. Still, I didn't think I had a problem. But I was ordered to go to rehabilitation outpatient. Unfortunately, I never finished. I was also ordered to go to Virginia Alcohol Safety Action Program. Again, I never finished because you know what I did? I went out and drank some more. I continued on with my life, traveling around, managing hotels, until 2014. 2014, I was in Williamsburg, Virginia, where I was with the wealthy class and people I was hanging out with who we loved to drink, we loved to party, we loved to go to trips, wine festivals, you name it, we did it. But what I didn't know is they weren't my true friends. Eventually in August 2014, I ran out of money and I began embezzling for my employer. In 4 short months, I embezzled over $26,000 from my employer. Yes, $26,000 in 4 months, and it's all gone. Quick, easy, partying, drugs, drinking, girls, you name it, whatever we did it, we was having fun, buddy. I thought that was the life. I thought that's where I wanted to be, how I wanted to live. But however, my soon, that I didn't know, but my world be turned around. I did leave that job and I was at another job. January 2015, I was hit with my first felony case of felony embezzlement, arrested at my job. I did lose that job. I did have 2 hourly paying jobs, however, did not pay for my funds, did not pay for my bills, did not pay for my condo or anything of that nature, so therefore I eventually lost it. I was homeless, sleeping from couch to couch, sometimes in my car. I did receive an opportunity to go to South Carolina for another hotel position. However, I wasn't supposed to because I wasn't supposed to leave Virginia. But I went to South Carolina anyway. For 8 months, I did not contact my lawyer. I did not contact my family hardly. I did not contact most of anybody because I didn't want anybody to know where I was at because I didn't want the law to find me. I did not face my problems. I did not face my trial. However, in October 17th of 2015, my life started turning around. I actually stopped drinking. I realized that I'd hurt many people. Myself, health-wise, I'd hurt people, my best friends, my family, my daughter, etc. And I wanted to correct that. So I stopped drinking. December 29th, another burden was lifted off of me in 2015 when I was arrested on those charges of felony embezzlement in Charleston, South Carolina. I was later extradited to Virginia. During that 6 months I was in Virginia, I did realize a lot of stuff though. I realized that inmates are humans. Inmates are people. And it's a wonderful thing. I realized that people are in there who maybe shouldn't be. People in there who have substance abuse issues, mental health issues, etc., who need help, but just couldn't get it. One of the favorite chapters in this book here, Second Chances, is Adversity to Purpose, chapter 14. And it really hit me whenever Chuck was in there, teacher talking to those students and talking about, teacher referred to them as gentlemen. And that's a big thing, because inmates are referred to numbers, its, days, criminals, whatever you want to call it, but they're not referred to as gentlemen ever. Another part of that book that really hit me is when Chuck says, as we apply ourselves in helping others, we also help ourselves. That is what makes the pitfalls in our journeys become diamonds in our life. And that's what I'm going through right now in my life. From adversity to purpose. I did get out of jail, and when I got out of jail, I knew that I had to do something. Change my ways, 120%. So I decided to roll back in college. I want to, here at CVCC's campus right now at this point in time in my life, but I want to eventually go to Chapel Hill, do a dual major in psychology and political science, then move on from there to go on to get my doctorate of psychology and law degree. At that point, return to North Carolina here and help out the people with mental health issues, substance abuse issues, etc., because they are humans. They do need help. And that is my purpose in life. And I think that if I wouldn't have went through the trials and tribulations that I did go through, I wouldn't be here at this campus right now in my life. And that's why I can connect with this book so much, because I am actually living a second chance, and I'm actually living adversity to purpose. And that's why that this book is awesome-tastic. In closing, I will say that every person in this world has a purpose. Every person in this world has something to live for. Whether you may not know it now, but you do. So in that case, I would like to leave you with this one thing. This one quote that I actually have inspired by from Gandhi throughout this year here at CVCC's campus. And that is, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And that, have a great day.